The second vessel in Royal Caribbean's Radiance family of ships, the luxurious Brilliance of the Seas, is a fabulous combination of upscale amenities, hours of exciting fun, and beautiful, elegant atmosphere. Graceful glass elevators overlook the sparkling seas, and the highest ratio of ocean view cabins in the Royal Caribbean fleet provide spectacular panoramic views while you cruise in comfort and style. The crown jewel of the Brilliance is the elegant Centrum, a shimmering glass atrium surrounded by comfortable lounges and fabulous shops. The luxurious champagne bar is the perfect place to soak in the splendor of the Centrum while tipping a glass of bubbly to celebrate your spectacular vacation aboard the Brilliance of the Seas. The Brilliance's fabulous themed lounges and bars offer plenty of ways to keep that celebration rolling throughout your cruise. Relax with a fine cigar after that sumptuous meal in the Regal Connoisseur Club. Share a toast with your travel companions in the nautical-themed Schooner Bar, or dance the night away against a backdrop of shimmering stars in Royal Caribbean's trademark Viking Crown Lounge. The versatile Colony Club spreads its stately British colonial charm across 4 separate lounges, with the Jakarta Lounge and Singapore Slings providing graceful, exotic ambience, and the Calcutta Card Club and Bombay Billiard Club offering hours of refined fun and relaxation. There's an almost endless array of ways to get out and play aboard the Brilliance of the Seas. Scale the challenging rock wall towering high above the seas. Hone your skills with our golf simulators and putting green, or get the kids in on the fun with a round of miniature golf. Our Ship Shape Center provides a full gym and invigorating exercise classes, as well as a luxurious day spa boasting relaxing massages, a soothing thermal suite, and indulgent spa treatments. Casino Royale will keep you in the chips with a full range of Vegas-style gaming, and the kids can stay entertained for hours in Adventure Ocean and our awesome video arcades. The Brilliance provides a spectacular variety of delectable dining options to enjoy throughout your cruise. The luxurious 2-story dining room serves gourmet meals in a stunning, graceful atmosphere with a soothing waterfall and spectacular service completing the elegant dining experience. Portofino and Chops Grill, our exclusive reservations-only restaurants, serve fabulous Italian fare and tender steaks in quiet, romantic settings that provide the perfect ambience for an intimate dinner for 2. For an informal meal or quick snack, the Seaside Windjammer Cafe offers magnificent buffets and casual restaurant-style dining. The beautiful 3-story Pacifica Theater showcases fabulous headlining acts and spectacular musical productions that combine the best of Broadway and Vegas, complete with eye-popping special effects, gorgeous sets, and a talented cast of professional singers and dancers. When it's finally time to relax, head up to the sun-soaked pool deck and take a refreshing dip. Relax in a soothing whirlpool, or simply soak up some rays with a tropical cocktail in hand. The luxuriant solarium offers exotic Indian flair and soothing cascading waterfalls so the adults can relax in style while the kids frolic on our thrilling water slide. All this is just a taste of the fun, excitement, and luxury at your beck and call aboard the Brilliance of the Seas. So sit back and relive the memories of your spectacular Royal Caribbean vacation with the Cruise in Review.
Home to Hans Christian Andersen's mythical Little Mermaid, Copenhagen is one of Northern Europe's most beautiful and magical cities. The name Copenhagen means merchant harbor, and it's this connection to the sea and maritime trading that contributes to its charms. The familiar backdrop of copper rooftops and red brick buildings invites each visitor, but it's the easygoing attitude and openness of the Danes that embraces you. Copenhagen is home to Europe's oldest royal dynasty, and its collection of royal palaces can be seen within the city limits as well as in the outlying areas of North Zealand. For almost 200 years, the city was the capital of all of Scandinavia and served as the region's gateway for religious, political, and social philosophies. Not far from the ship, the familiar Royal Lifeguard patrol the perimeter of the Amalienborg Castle, while Copenhageners take advantage of the summer weather in the park surrounding the medieval Rosenborg Castle. More than 1.5 million people live in the capital city, nearly 1/5 of the Danish population, and it's the inhabitants' unconventionality that adds to the city's appeal. Bicycles outnumber automobiles and are favored as a mode of transportation. Even the reigning Queen Marguerite II has been spotted cycling around the country. In 1996, Copenhagen was distinguished when it was named the cultural capital of Europe. The city is also considered by visitors and residents alike as the liveliest in Scandinavia. Copenhagen's pedestrian streets, such as Strøget, give way to the town hall square and the crowded nightclubs, while the more secluded section of Nyhavn offers a picturesque look into this modern city's past.
Well, folks, a very good evening. Now, before we get started, I do have a very serious question. Are you excited to be here? Okay, now you seem excited, but I want to get you a little bit more excited. Now, you do realize for the next 7 days, you have no more cleaning to do. But wait, it gets better. The next 7 days, you have no more cooking to do. It gets even better. The next 7 days, you have no more work to go to. Now you're excited. Well, folks, a very good evening again. My name is Anna Bast, your cruise director, and very proud to be your cruise director for the next 7 days. And I come to you all the way from England. Any English in the house? Oh, yes, they're drunk at the bar at the back. Fantastic. Good to see you. Now,
here we go. My most difficult trick, 2 diablos, only using one hand.
The capital city of Oslo is one of the world's largest cities in size, which makes it ironic that less than 500,000 people live within its limits. Founded about 900 years ago, the city was a shipping port, but it didn't begin to truly blossom until early in the 20th century, adding an eclectic mix of modernism to an area renowned for its Viking heritage. The sea has been the country's lifeline to the rest of the world since the time of the Vikings, so it's no surprise that the center of Oslo revolves around its port. After cruising through the 60-mile-long Oslo Fjord, your ship will arrive at the base of the 17th century Akershus Castle. A short 5-minute walk will then lead you to the more modern seafront areas of the Rådhuset, which is Oslo's city hall, and the bustling outdoor cafe area known as the Akerbrygge. Oslo's boundaries spread outward from the port, covering the many hills and low-lying mountaintops that make up the parks, hiking trails, and ski jumps that are an intricate part of the city's character. The city's many parks are themselves a tourist attraction, and Frogner Park contains the many works of sculptor Gustav Vigeland. Although Oslo retains a somewhat lower profile than most other European capitals, the city offers some of Norway's and Europe's best museums, an inviting downtown street life, and a relaxed atmosphere that welcomes visitors from around the globe. The city's late bloom was mostly due to the fact that Norway's independence from both Denmark and Sweden wasn't realized until 1905. Both world wars and occupying German forces further suppressed the city's growth and development. But today, Norway is alive with nationalism. Great advances in oil production and hydroelectric energy have pushed the Norwegian standard of living to one of the highest national levels in the world.
The face of the small port city of Stavanger, Norway, changes with the ebb and flow of its waterways. The early Vikings used it as their base, and the small fishing port later became a center of trade and shipbuilding. Like many fishing villages in Norway, the local economy revolves around fishing, curing, canning, and shipping. The discovery of oil in the North Sea enhanced the city's commercial importance, and today Stavanger is at the center of Norway's North Sea oil trade. The city's small harbor, wooden homes, and commercial warehouses are remnants of Stavanger's maritime past, while its collection of international restaurants cater to the many foreigners making the city their new home. Stavanger claims to be the home to the oldest true Norwegians, dating from when the kingdom was united in the 9th century. Besides the natural beauty of the surrounding fjords, inhabitants are also quite proud of their past, from the Iron Age settlements to the port's commercial prosperity. Stavanger's old town and harbor is a center of activity and is within walking distance of your ship. The area's Viking history and prehistory can also be traced in the settlements at Ulundhaug or at the monumental Sword and Rock landmark just a few miles outside of Stavanger.
Would you take my jacket for me, please, and open it up and just lay it over my hands? Just put it over my hands for me, please. Oh, he's helping. Sorry. Thank you so much. Perfect. All right, now, hold on. I got something in my eye. Now, I'm going to try to escape from the really tight knot that these gentlemen have tied. Would you pick up the jacket? Just so they can see, let everybody see. Okay, good. One more time. Put the jacket back. Okay, you're doing very well. Thank you so much for helping. Don't let that fall on the floor, though. That's polyester. Would you pick up the jacket one time? Just make sure that's nice and tight. Check that knot. Boy, that's a tight one. You did it.
drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way hail, up she rises, way hail, up she rises, way hail, up she rises early in the morning.
There are few places in the world as scenic as Geiranger, Norway. Situated at the end of the Geiranger Fjord, the village's beauty starts long before your arrival, as your ship cruises quietly through the fjord. During either the approach or departure, the massive mountains and sheer cliffs dwarf all vessels and are enhanced only by the many waterfalls that cascade from the mountaintops. In Geiranger, your ship drops anchor and guests are tendered ashore to enjoy the small village that serves as a gateway for some of the most beautiful areas of Norway. For many visitors, tours will begin or end in the small neighboring town of Helsilt, which is connected to Geiranger by a series of mountain roads with plenty of scenic viewpoints. For others, half-day tours from Geiranger take in some of the most photographed landscapes known. In clear weather, the entire end of the fjord can be taken in from Flydal Gorge and at a much higher elevation from Mount Dalsniba. Either way, the steep road kinked with hairpin turns is an experience itself. The Briksdal Glacier and lakes Djupvatn, Hornindal, and Stryn are among the region's other natural wonders. Geiranger gained fame as a tourist center during the latter half of the 19th century and was further romanticized due to its remote location. Today, Geiranger's 300 inhabitants operate modern hotels and shops, offering a cozy atmosphere combined with a tourist-friendly environment. The Geiranger Fjord is considered to be the champion of Norway's scenic wonders. As with all fjords, its terrain was carved when glaciers dredged the earth as they traveled to the sea. With the end of the last ice age, the glaciers began to melt, and the valleys they occupied began to fill with seawater. This left behind the sheer cliffs that appear almost flat, with rounded and softened mountaintops. A ship transiting the fjord offers views like no other. Besides the many small farms clinging precariously to rocky edges, a number of well-known waterfalls call the Geiranger Fjord home. The Suder, the Seven Sisters, and Bridal Veil Falls only add to the grandeur of Norway's scenery.